For today and for this for Kolkata 2019, and the panel discussion is on creating exceptional customer experience. And I will take this opportunity to introduce the panelists and our chairperson and moderator. Our first panelist for the session is Mr. Ashraf Bin Taj, Managing Director, International Distribution Company, Bangladesh Private Limited. May I request you to kindly come onto the dais and take your seat. He is also the President, Marketing Society of Bangladesh. He is the Chairman, Marketing Committee, Asian Marketing Federation. He is the Board Director, Techly ACI Limited, a joint venture company between Tata Global Beverages and ACI Limited. Independent Director, RevTex Limited. Council Member, Super Brands Bangladesh, and Fellow Institute of Marketing Malaysia. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Ashraf Bin Taj, who is going to be a panelist for this session. Thank you very much for being here with us, sir. I request you to take your seat. Our next panelist for this session is Mr. Syed Alamgir, Managing Director, Consumer Brands ACI Limited. May I request you to kindly come onto the dais and take your seat, sir. Mr. Syed Alamgir heads the Consumer Brands Division, comprising of 12 different businesses in FMCG, food, commodity, and consumer durables, which ensures daily necessities to the millions of consumers of Bangladesh. Mr. Alamgir joined ACI Limited in January 1998. Under his leadership, the company entered into many new avenues of consumer products, businesses, and made tremendous success in taking the company to a new height. It's my pleasure to welcome you, sir. And please put your hands together once again for Mr. Syed Alamgir. Next, we have Professor Dr. Mijanur Rahman, Vice Chancellor of Jagannath University. May I request you to kindly come to the dais and take your seat. Professor Dr. Mijanur Rahman has rejoined as Vice Chancellor of Jagannath University for the second term on March 20, 2017. Prior to joining the post, he has joined as Vice Chancellor of Jagannath University on March 20, 2013 for the first term. He was a professor at the University of Dhaka in the marketing department and was also the treasurer of Dhaka University. It's my privilege and honor to welcome you, sir. And a round of applause for him, please, Professor Dr. Mijanur Rahman. Our next panelist for this panel discussion is Mr. Supratik Banerjee, Vice President, TCG Digital. May I request you, sir, to kindly come onto the dais. Mr. Supratik has over 25 years of experience in IT industry and has worked extensively with markets in South Asia and USA, and the companies he has worked with include CMC, Comsat Max, SAS, and SAP prior to joining TCG Digital. He has deep understanding of the analytics market and advocates a balanced approach to digital transformation initiatives, leveraging analytics and merging modern technologies in a practical manner. It's a pleasure to welcome you, sir. And a round of applause for him, please, Mr. Supratik Banerjee. Our next panelist for this panel discussion is Mr. H Kafi, Senior Executive Vice President and Head of Operations, NCC Bank. May I request you, sir, to kindly come to the dais and take a seat. Mr. H Kafi, both a change catalyst and visionary, has been playing a vital role in setting strategic direction and vision of the bank, having worked almost 27 years in the UK and Bangladesh, with a view for setting service and operational excellence coupled with risk mitigation. He has been working in forming and shaping the operations of NCC Bank. It's my pleasure to welcome you, sir. And a round of applause for Mr. H Kafi. Our next panelist is Mr. Husna Zaman Hadi, Additional General Manager and Head IT, Edison Group. May I request you, sir, to kindly come onto the dais and take your seat. Mr. Husna Zaman has had 14 years of experience in the IT industry. He is responsible for creation and maintenance of information technology and management strategy, which should be in line with stakeholder needs and in keeping up with the best practices for all functions of the information technology department. A very hearty welcome to you, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, our chairperson and moderator for this session is Mr. Harish Agarwal, partner, Ernst & Young. Please give him a round of applause as I request him to come and take a seat. Mr. Harish Agarwal is the managing partner for the E&Y Kolkata office of the Eastern region, India, including Bangladesh. He is a chartered accountant and a certified information systems auditor. Mr. Harish has worked with clients across a broad range across several geographies, across USA, Europe and Asia, and has led several large engagements within India and abroad. A very hearty welcome to you, sir. And once again, I will request all of you present here to please put your hands together for our panelists, our chairperson and our moderator. And over to you, Mr. Agarwal, sir.
Thank you very much. Very good afternoon to everybody. And this, as they say, is the graveyard shift, after lunch. So we will try to keep you awake as much as possible. But the topic that we have today is very exciting. We're going to talk about CX, also known as customer experience. And we've got a very, very distinguished panel. We've got people from academia, from technology, from banks, from consumer products. So I'm sure they have several ideas to share. And I was catching up with my co-panelists just before lunch, and we were just brainstorming about certain ideas. And there's some great experience they want to share with you. But just to tell you, and this is a question that I have for the first question that I have, which I will ask maybe, what is CX? But before that, I just want to start with giving you a piece of trivia. Last year in the US, the auto companies, all the auto companies combined, except one, spent $18 billion on advertising. The other company, my job as the guy who's going to ask questions is not to talk, but to get my panelists to talk. So I'm going to actually go back to education first. So Dr. Rahman, welcome. And I'll ask you a very simple question. What is customer experience? What is CX?
Thank you, Chairman. I told the initiator to define the topic of the learning discussion center. Actually, customer experience is all about that product. It was product in traditional marketing mix, a 4-piece concept developed by McCarthy in the 1950s. Now we call it experience. But here the title is exceptional experience. Exceptional experience means we have to work on the potential level of your product. Product, it has 5 levels: core benefit, then basic product, then expected product, and augmented product, and then finally potential product. Potential product means that that part of the product is not already given. So, problem is that if you put anything as something innovative or new, which is not given, there was this potential. Every possibility is there. Your customer will pull it down to the basic product. If you add anything, every possibility is there next day. You will think it is something, it is basic, it should be there. Problem is, you have to develop something new every day new. And that is very challenging job. So, marketing people now try to engage their customer. Engagement, that means that this marketing is not a monologue association. We have to involve the customer, and we have to study the whole journey of this person, which we call experience. And also, we have to go for some sort of exclusivity. Exclusivity means that give him some impression that this is something it is absolutely for you. It is not for common people, or it is not for everyone. This experience, engagement, and exclusivity, at the end of the day, will create some sort of emotion. Exactly what we have to do. We have to create emotion, and emotion is something, and this will be really something it will be exceptional for this customer, and we have to give more emphasis on the creation of this emotion. And with people involved in marketing process, we always try to satisfy our customer, but today we said the mere satisfaction is not enough. Satisfaction, every company there trying to satisfy their customer, but we have to delight your customer so that, say, for example, that someone wants something that is something totally different from others. But in any case, If you give him that experience, yes, every possibility is there. He will not enjoy the same experience next time. It is another problem. That same experience he earned or gathered in last purchase, and every possibility is there. He will try to get a new experience. So this is happening in this world. So it is a real challenge. The creating exceptional experience. It is really, it is all about that innovation, and only innovation can help to create this real exceptional experience for the customer. Okay.
Dr. Rahman, if I may just follow up with a question, you run obviously a very, very famous university, and I would imagine that being a parent of children, your customer is probably not the students, but their parents. And sometimes, to what you said, that you have to keep innovating. How easy to convince the parents that you have to keep innovating? Because sometimes parents just want continuity and uniformity.
Yeah, it is also the expectation of that customer, or you can say, if you mean that parents.
Yes.
It is also you can say mounting. Once upon a time that it was something that teacher will deliver lecture and they will take exams and etc. etc. But now even our guardians or the parents of the student, they expect that teacher will arrange a job for him also. He will manage to get a job and he will expect that job getting process also. So these are, if you give him a job, in that case then you will expect something else, something more than this one. And it is always more. But more importantly is that our customer, they now become harder because they are now exposed by many media and also exposed by many competitors. In our country, we have now 150 universities, 150. And out of this 150, we have 42 universities that are public universities, and also we have around 100 private universities. In private university, they run in their university, maybe you can say they have their own corporate culture also, and they always manage funds from external sources, and they're giving different types of facilities here in this private university. But as a public university, that we have to get this fund from the government budget and etc. And always it is
to the left, Mr. Alamgir. Welcome, sir. And we were talking, like I said, so you did talk about the fact that in certain businesses, if the product is great, then you can actually get away with lesser aspect. But the product has to be good and the execution has to be good. So in a way, while the audience in your business is different from what Dr. Rahman has, but I think you've got some very strong views on giving exceptional customer experience. If I may ask you to share your thoughts.
Yeah, that this is actually customer experience is the interaction between the customer and the organization throughout the whole business relationship. And the interaction can include awareness, discovery, cultivation, advocacy, purchases and services. And the reason why it's important because a customer who has a positive experience with the business is more likely to become a loyal customer, which is our main aim in the business. As you said that my audience is different, and in fact my audience is the whole country. These are the products, I always say, the consumers are the king, they don't need any prescription. They will buy their own, their choice, they'll leave the brand of their own way. And it's very vulnerable. Therefore, what do you do? Sometimes people ask me that how do you do so good in ACI? As you know that we are able to tell here many of the Bangladeshi people are here, they are also consumers. They know that Rahman was saying innovation is a great thing to do with the products, innovative ideas to promote your products is very important. Many years before, I gave a proposition of 100% halal soap. Anybody was saying, he said, nonsense, soap cannot be halal. because it is not edible. But I knew my audience. I knew that it will click like anything. And I was trading true. And I gave a good product. Result, for the first time, anywhere in the world, Unilever was totally struck. And they had to stop their factory for 6 months. And also resulting which, even Professor Philip Kotler had mentioned this clever positioning in his book of Principal Marketing, naming my own name. So this is actually, sometimes you have to do something knowing the audience. Even with the salt, edible salt, we have made it a branded product. Salt is salt. But when I say that SEA salt helps developing merit, and we dream of a meritorious Bangladesh. It clicked because people want it. And definitely salt is required to maintain your good health and merit. So something you have to say, but always keep it. The products are very good, as you said. The products are best to be very good. And then you can do this. And as I was discussing with you, that I don't believe on serious advertisements and promotion for nothing. I bank on clever advertising and positioning. Sometimes when you give a lot of advertisements, people will have a doubt. Consumers will have a doubt why he is saying so much. And if they can find it out, the products are not of that quality, then you really get a serious attack on them. And there will be no result. If product is good, then I don't think so much unnecessary saying is unnecessary. But most important thing is that many innovative things depending on the product category. As we did in consumer lines, each of the product has got a different way of promoting. Definitely a mosquito coil promotion will not be equivalent to the promotion of a television, or it will be same as we do it for salt. When salt and other food products also have a different way of promoting. We are doing it very good. I hope this will continue. And we are supported by very intelligent colleagues. They've got a lot of wits. They've got their own innovative ideas. So that's why.
Thank you. I'll move on to my colleague on the right, Mr. Ashraf Bin Taj. Again, you are also in the FMCG industry. And what are the current challenges that you are seeing, that you face in providing great CX to your customers? And if I may, also tell us about the challenges in regular trade, in modern trade, and also now that the platforms are coming in. What do you see there?
Thank you so much, Harish, and thanks to Zaman for inviting us here today. And I feel extremely privileged to share the same stage with my heavyweight and professional guru who are sitting here, Dr. Mijanur Rahman and Mr. Syed Alamgir. Yes, I'm from FMCG, and providing exceptional customer experience to our consumers is one of our prime concerns. Just before lunch, we were having a small chat, and we were talking actually, if you look at FMCG industry in Bangladesh, we have to see our customers in multiple layers. Our first customers are our trade customers, which is my distributor. If I take the traditional channel, my distributors, my wholesalers, my retailers, and within that channel, in the retailer channel, you see multiple channel segmentation. There can be chemist shop, there can be standalone GT, there can be cosmetic shop, there can be some restaurants. So we have to go by all this classification. Then we have the new modern trade, modern retail, which is coming up, where the consumers are in full command of choosing what products they will pick from the shelf. Where the retailers, other than providing a bookshelf space or highly visible space, they have very little to do. The product has to move on its own. And then we have the .coms, which is the e-commerce. So at each and every level, the desire of the customers are different from the suppliers. Now, if I say the distributors, what do they expect? They expect first that the products for which they will place an order with the principal company, that will have availability, number one. And for the money that they will deposit, they will get the products supplied to them within a certain period of time. For example, within Bangladesh, at any corner of the country, the product should be delivered within the next 24 hours. Where do we lack? So, if you see for the large companies, where you can really send truckloads, where your load is very high, you can respond to that order as long as your production cycle, your supply chain efficiency is there, you can respond to that. But for the medium companies, small companies or large companies with small brands, when you don't have when you have a challenge with the loadability of your vehicles, that becomes a challenge because you go to a leased vehicle service where they also wait for accumulation of products to a certain route. And that is where the disconnect comes. Somebody is paying you and they are not getting the delivery within the stipulated time, which is the expected 24 hours time. Sometimes it goes beyond 4, 5, 6 days, and that is a very big pain point. How can we minimize that now? So, except for one or two logistics companies, large companies or sophisticated customer service companies, there is no proper tracking system, where actually is the product line. The way a FedEx or a DHL or an agility company that would provide you with all the data, our local logistics providers or the service providers, they are still not equipped in that way. So that is one area which certainly requires massive improvement in our country. Number two, automation in sales in general trade has not really gone that big in our country except for top MNCs and one or two, you can say, or a very handful of local companies. But what is required? Unless we have this channel-specific customer profiling, unless we really know what are the things that they really need, unless we can really map the products with the type of the stores versus the type of consumers that they are servicing. If that mapping is not done, many a times what we are having, we see after 3 months, 6 months or 1 year, we have a lot of returns, which is a total value destroyer for our business because of the wrong placement of products. So one way my customer, my trade partner is unhappy, at the same time me as a distributor incur loss and my principal is also unhappy. Third, when we are now doing modern trade, in modern trade, it gives us a unique opportunity to get to the consumer database because most of the companies, we now have our own promoter teams. And I feel, we can really do much better as an industry. And this is the time, when we are just 2 years from 2021, when we are really, declaring ourselves as a middle-income nation. 2030, we are supposed to deliver the SDG goals. And 2041, when we are supposed to become a, fully developed nation. If you look at all those big goals, the foundations have to be built. That is where I think, we as Bangladeshi companies, we need to focus a lot and develop our total capability.
If I may ask 2 follow-up questions from what you told us. One, you said there's a delta between the GDP growth and the growth in modern trade. So what's happening here? Are customers trading, the traditional, channels comfort, whereby sometimes you're having the products delivered at home, against the choice, the multiple choice that become available in the modern trade. So how do you define this delta?
Okay, if you ask a retailer, that would be more relevant, but I can give my perspective from my association with all these people. What I see for the modern retail, especially the supermarkets, that data that I was sharing, it was for supermarket, don't take it for fashion or electronics, that is not possible. So the supermarket channel, it is facing a lot of challenges with regards to regularities and compliance. So what they feel, against the traditional trade, they're not playing on the same level playing field, which is actually stopping them from going to the full potential. Why even after 20 years it is 200 hours? why it is not 5,000 objects at least? So these are the things that you need to consider. Actually, the entire support system has to be there for this to flourish, and keeping in mind the freedom of the consumers to be respected. Only then they can really exercise it. If you take Nielsen data today, you will find the fastest growing channel as of today and the highest contributing channel as of today is grocery. It is not any other channel, any modern channel. My boss can tell a little bit more on this for the modern retail.
I want to say because we have the largest retail chain in the country. Shop now has got about 70 stores around the country, and it is now the largest. The problem in modern change are many. First of all, it has to be acknowledged by the government that these are very much necessary. Actually, when you buy from a modern store, you have to pay that the rate of 5%. Whereas, if 5%. Whereas, if you buy from the nearby retail store, you can buy without that tax. 5% is a big. 200 taka is something like 10. So, who will buy the same thing, my aerosol? This aerosol is 300 taka. Who will buy it at 10%, 5% more from the retail store? A. B is that there's a very formal, all taxes have to be paid, all bills are done by computer, and there is no way to evade and no reason to evade. And also, the main focus of the agencies, the legal, law enforcement agencies, are only on those. Where if you are selling anything repeated, you are heavily punished. You are heavily punished by a lot of penalty in monetary. But whereas in Bangladesh, there are 1.7 million shops where they are selling anything. And those are they compose of 98% or 97% of the total turnover. Modern trade is only 1 or 2%. And less than 2%. And problem is that they should be encouraged to be flourished. Instead of that, the kind of behavior they will get, as if that they are discouraged to be flourishing. So this is another thing, one thing. Moreover, customers' own habit is very important. Bangladeshi people still wants to go to market, Kacha Bazar, and buy and talk to the people and buy these, this and that, by talking, and they have got the many alternatives. And superstore you cannot have all type of things. So small fry, big thing, everything is available in Kacha market. So we wait market and then you can buy it. So the habit is also taking time to change. This is now the shopping place for couple or both of them are working, or those who have no time to go to those market because in the morning they go, or Friday, Saturday they have other jobs. So it is taking time, but I'm very sure that we are growing, our footfalls are growing, our sales are getting up and growing.
On e-commerce, we see a lot of enthusiasm. But if you see the entire infrastructure, the attention on developing the infrastructure to serve the customers is still not in the education of our promoters who are in these businesses. Now you have Alibaba Daraz is there. We have a very famous grocery online, which is Chancellor.com. Except for a few, 4 or 5, to drive the online excitement, you need to have the necessary supply chain arrangement, your storage, your on-time delivery, your packaging, your logistics service provider. Actually, the back end is a much bigger job instead of only focusing on the front end. But what we see a number of times, the focus is mostly on the flashy side of the business without really building the back end. And that is where I think we are faltering. I mean, that is something that you can actually give some examples, some training or whatever to help us, the industry, to focus on delivering exceptional customer service. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I think what I'm hearing is consistently in theme with the theme of this program, which is VUCA, volatile, uncertain. So in a world where the customer wouldn't pay extra for great customer experience, but demands it. And on top of that, you're handicapped by by regulations which are not in line with the times. With that, I'm going to just move on to banking. Mr. Kafi, I think you are probably one of the most regulated industries possible in the world. In Bangladesh, you are probably your industry is far more competitive than it is in many other places of the world. You have 50 banks in the country, and you're not seated from both external as well as internal shocks which keep happening. With all of these constraints, you still have to provide a great customer experience for you to retain, attract and retain customers. So what kind of initiatives do you take, both manual as well as digital/technology, to do that?
Sure. Thanks, Harish. It's a very challenging and disruptive world out there. Staying aligned with customers is one of the biggest challenges banks face today. Change before we have to. We know Jack Welch once said that, and this is very relevant to banks today. Our banking customers, in order to be customer-centric, we provide them a lot of technology-based solutions, as well as there's a lot of relationship activities. These are like human faces talking to each other. And it's a continuous process for banks. And the demand from customers is very exhaustive. We need to remind them whenever there is a movement from their account. Customers expect rewards when they do good business, so lowering the interest rate, preferential interest rates. They would like us to tell them about investments and how to make money. They want us to see them as a human, person. And they would also like them to tell them, their spending habits and how they can save money. So these are some of the challenges even coming from retail customers who talk about consumer customers. And there is on the other hand, the corporate customers. We know, I'm just making a small point before I come to the question. With the GAFA effect, the big fintech players now have started to disrupt the payment systems. It's happening worldwide, it's happening here as well. And the banks with a vision in terms of digital onboarding and interaction with customers will have some share, if you like. Otherwise, we see, and in the morning I was hearing a gentleman talking about the effect by the millennials, and it's happening right now. So for us, the challenges are actually great, if you like. So what we're taking strategy on many-fold. We have decided on a digital ecosystem, if you like, in order to engage with customers, covering retail and corporate. So for the corporate, they can initiate LC, if you like, through the digital platform and see the progress of shipments for the goods they supply or import or abroad. On the consumer side, there's two initiatives we're taking very recently. One is, as part of the ecosystem on digital onboarding, we have started to implement loan origination system for retail, corporate, SME, and credit card customers. And this has actually helped us to gain insight, if you like, what customers want and how they actually see interacting with the bank. And it's interesting, I was having a very short discussion with you, Harish, before lunch, that these days we don't feel like actually visiting our branch. And the interesting part is that we don't need to, we don't have to. And I think the banks with a digital vision now aligning with customers more on those areas. And the banks will have a particular share, if you like, going forward. Especially with the open API coming, where small function, or banking function will be shared by the fintech companies, and that's opening new challenges and will create new disruption. The other investment area we're making is we're making actually a QR-based payment system, if you like, a wallet. We felt that it has an appeal in the local market, not only from fund transfer or bills, payment kind of thing, but also doing purchase and also linking with the other players when it comes to mobile financial services. The other day, the regulator has increased the amount a customer can transfer in a single transaction from 25,000 to 1 lakh. I think this was kind of a response because Magod, one of the payment player, has taken an advantage earlier, and I think this was a response from the government. Nevertheless, I think this area will flourish, and I think we are also meeting customers on those areas, and we are also facing some challenges in those areas.
Thank you. And you know, the incident that he alluded to was that I was just telling you that I've got a bank account for 19 years and I've never been to the branch. Never. You know, earlier it used to be on the phone, and I don't think I've spoken with him on the phone, you know, except for the time they call me. For the last 6 or 7 years, it's always been app-based banking, and when they call me, I'm like, please don't bother me. Like, also, I have a relationship and I want to talk to you. I'm like, but I don't want to talk to you. If you want to talk to me, please come to me via your app, and you can share all your initiatives. So I think customers are going to become more and more difficult as you go. Thank you, Mr. Kafi. I'll move on to Mr. Banerjee. When you work across, companies across a variety of industries, we've gone through FMCG, we've gone through banks, we've gone through, Caribbean. What kind of initiatives are you seeing, those companies take? What is the impact you're seeing of CX impact initiatives that those companies are taking? So that's part B. And part C is, how do you see them measure success?
Okay, so it's an interesting topic. One of the first things is that the definition of customer experience itself is a much abused word. Different people interpret it differently. Simplistically put, how are you engaging with your consumer? At one level, but it has multiple levels of implications when you want to execute on it. What we're seeing is most of the organizations want to look at from a point-specific aspect of a knee-jerk reaction to something that either the market has given as a stimulus from competition or something that has come pressing they need to do. Historically, if you look at customer experience before it became a buzzword, hotels and the transport airlines were the first people that actually went into this, and you have the loyalty program where a hotel wants to make you feel special. And that's what everybody wants to feel. It's like, I don't feel special, and therefore I want to give you more business. And you as an organization want to say, okay, how do I get more money out of that person? End of the day, any initiative of the customer experience boils down to diamond for the buck. So if it brings money, it makes sense to do. So that's one of the guiding principles we're seeing. Unfortunately, not too many organizations look at customer experience as an organizational DNA. Now, when you look at an organizational DNA change, that's when the problem happens, and it boils down to a departmental initiative. If you look at customer experience, let's take an example. People want to engage with you when you're buying something in the way that they engage when they want to buy something out of Amazon and eBay. Very little intervention, few clicks, select what you want, pay for it, and get out. And I'm done in a couple of minutes. Then I can track when my shipment is going to arrive. I can select when it arrives. So are you engaging with your customer in the way they want you to engage with? So that's the first question you need to answer. And then you need to also answer that, does it make sense to address that problem? Because sometimes, for a telco, for example, subscribers may want everything, but you have certain subscribers who don't give you any money, so why spend any time and energy on them? Let them just be the way they are, or transfer them to an IVR and let them talk to a box or a machine. So, these are the things that the organization needs to look at when they think of customer experience, and they don't. Take another example, retail. Now, the moment you get into this very proactive way of interacting with your customer, you also are bringing time down. So if you're having a stock out, the customer knows immediately, I'm sorry, you can't buy this because I don't have it. Now, are your processes ready to address this? So for example, why was there a stock out? Was it bad forecasting? Was it an inventory problem? Or is it a production problem? Now, none of the three stakeholders of this in an organization are three different people. Usually the customer experience boils down to the CMO's initiative, and then it's a marketing initiative. So what we see is where the organization looks at it from a more holistic perspective, it is a more successful longer-term investment. Do they want to do some analysis on it and find out why they choose another airline? Was it a time problem that they don't have a flight but they want to fly? Or is it that they got a better rate? So I think measurement of that is different for the different initiatives that you take. Some are more direct. You go for a loyalty program in a hotel, are they using you more? Sure, that's an easy find. But if it's dissatisfaction, it's more of sentiment, it's easier.
Thank you. I think you some, and I couldn't agree with you more. I remember the first time I stayed at, at a H Kafi. This was in Washington D.C. This was 15, 16 years ago. And I remember I was walking out of my room in the morning, and the guy who passed me in the corridor said, "Good morning, Mr. Agarwal." Then I passed the reception, and somebody said, "Good morning, Mr. Agarwal." And by the time I hit the reception at the gate, the car that I had driven for valet parking, somebody actually brought the car in the morning because they knew I was going to go to work. And at that point of time, after a while, I think, some of us understand economics here. So price elasticity after a while does not work. But that kind of service just stays with you, and it's been, I think, about 14 years, and I've never forgotten. That was the only time I stayed there for 2 days. But I've never forgotten that experience. Likewise, I was talking to Mr. Kafi, American Express, they're a premium brand. Their credit cards, many merchants refuse to take their credit cards because the commission that they charge is significantly higher than what Visa or MasterCard charge. But when they get their hooks into the customer and the way they treat their customer, which is the credit card user, actually the session with a guy who actually works on it. He gets the wrong end of the stick. He's taking care of the technology. So Mr. Hadi, I think we heard a lot about interface, UX. We heard about availability of data. So for example, if you're planning your supply chain, if you're planning your forecasting, you need to get data for that. And how do you see availability of structured and clean data across organizations?
See what is structured data. So the person who is taking the video, he is also gathering the data. The time we get to this center, because the registration, he is also taking data. One person called me yesterday, she was asking, information. So she is also taking the data. So from many sources data is coming, but all of these are not actually structured data. By 2020, we'll see almost 1.7 megabyte data will be produced every second for every living human being. So see how many data will be around us. And only less than 20% data from here are
175 MB.
1.7 MB per second for every human being. There's huge. And
per human being.
Per human being.
1.75 multiplied by whatever, 8 billion or whatever.
Yes. And but the thing is, only less than 20% of these data are structured data. So structured data are basically those data from where we can extract our information, which are required for our business, which are required for growth of our business and analysis. Now we know what is changing. Day by day our competition are becoming stronger. So we also have to act very fast. For that, there is no alternative of this structured data. And if we have right data in our hand, we can do magic. So in this point, let me share some of my experience. 7 years back, I was with Airtel. So at that time, we prepared a tool. So that tool actually gathered data from interconnect call and SMS, interconnect SMS. Interconnect calls are basically those calls which actually goes from Airtel to other operators and coming back from other operators to Airtel. So and we start gathering those data and taking the trend. So, you know, the fantastic that we take out from that data was area-wise, the acquisition of other operators that could start from there. Then we start, we could assume the area-wise revenue of other operators. So that started giving us the strength, opportunities and weakness of our operator, us. So the data we were receiving from there, we used to use them to build our network and for other decision making. So see how strong that is. So even my current company, SimPoint Mobile, there also we have done a fantastic thing. What we did for mobile device industry, customer service is a key part. And to give proper customer service, you need to have the availability of all the spare parts of all. Earlier we are facing serious issues over there. We were piling up our spare parts, again few spare parts were running out from our stock because every handset has different party. Maybe some handset speaker had different failure rate. So that problem we are facing. So after that, what we did, we placed an excellent customer service application and we placed another analytics on it. So now what it is doing, whenever customers are coming to our customer center, we are capturing those data. We are finding out the failure rate of that handset. We are finding out for which spare parts is failing. So accordingly, our system now can generate, can forecast the spare parts requirement for next 1 year, 2 years. Now, in this way, we have reduced our stock cost. Spare parts stock cost jumped in. And the best part is, by making those spare parts availability, now we are giving very good support to our customers. So very few customers are, we hardly find few customers who are coming to our center and not finding the required spare parts. So that is the magic. So we all should have considered all these things, and from today, many of our companies, organizations are already, start building their structure data. And whoever are behind, they also should start managing this thing in proper way. In that case, everyone will get use of.
You know, Hadi, you give two anecdotes clearly. One about analyzing the availability of spare parts in the market, and secondly, using interconnect data to analyze the strength of the competition. This reminds me of this anecdote. In the Second World War, in the Allies, when the airplanes would go and bomb over Germany and then they would come back, they started analyzing the planes to see, which parts of the planes were weak so that they could reinforce the planes. And they would look at the parts of planes which had bullet marks. Because when the planes were going over Germany, somebody was firing bullets on them. And they were analyzing which areas were hit by bullets. And they started reinforcing those areas. So if the undercarriage was hit by the bullets, they were reinforcing the undercarriage. So that, But then somebody woke up and said, you know what? The planes that have come back with bullet marks are the planes that survived. But the planes which got hit by bullets in bad areas, we have to actually analyze which are the areas which are coming back, the planes that are coming back, and there are areas in which there is no bullet mark. Those are probably the weakest, because planes that take a hit of bullet in that area, that's the plane which has gone down, which has not even come back. And when I was thinking you go through your anecdotes, I was thinking, how correct those two things are. And what we've also done, we've also answered my second question. My second question was, is there a connectivity between data culture and customer centricity, which you answered. So I think, we are going to close our panel just on.
Can I just make a quick point? Yes. I think we could never underestimate the importance of human touch. No matter how good we are in terms of customer relationship management, in creating exceptional experience, the human face-to-face interaction, talking is vital. I think we need to retain that. The value of taking a small flower and passing it back to my wife this evening would have enormous impact into our relationship. we could never replace that.
Absolutely, I would say agree to that. Well, thank you. You've been a wonderful panel. We are finishing right on time. We started late, but I don't think we will see the time that the organizers gave us. So, thank you.
Thank you, Kafi. Thank you very much, sir. A memento to Mr. H Kafi. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here with us. Mr. Sukrit Banerjee, thank you very much, sir, for being here with us and sharing your views. Mr. Ashraf Bin Taj, thank you very much, sir, for sharing your thoughts with us and being here with us. We'd like to thank our Chairperson and Moderator, Mr. Harish Agarwal. Thank you very much, sir, for moderating this very interesting session. Thank you, Mr. Syed Alamgir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable inputs. Thank you, Professor Dr. Mijanur Rahman. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Mr. Husna, Zaman and Hadi. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable inputs for this particular session.